Let's write an ekphrastic poem.
When was it built? The Anıtkabir Peace and War reliefs were built between 1952 and 1953. This period coincides with the final stages of Anıtkabir's construction. Construction of Anıtkabir began in 1944. While the Mausoleum and landscaping were being completed, artistic and symbolic elements were added. In other words, the reliefs were created after the skeleton of the building was finished to give it a meaning and spirit. How was it made? The reliefs were created using the stone relief technique. In this technique, the figures are not completely separated from the stone. They rise slightly outwards from the surface. The production process can be summarized as follows. First, the artist prepared preliminary drawings for the reliefs. The ideas to be conveyed were clarified. Suitable stone was selected, durable, resistant to time and weather conditions. Travertine Ankara stone suitable for monumental structures. The stone surfaces were processed by hand carving with special tools. The proportions, movements, and facial expressions of the figures were kept particularly simple but powerful. The cultural characteristics of the society that created the War of Peace reliefs at Anıtkabir reflect that Turkish nation's understanding that throughout history it has considered the defense of the homeland sacred, but has not preferred war unless absolutely necessary. In the reliefs, scenes of war are depicted with discipline, courage, and self-sacrifice, while scenes of peace emphasize tranquility, productivity, and love for humanity. This situation demonstrates that Turkish society is extremely committed to independence, values unity and solidarity, and possesses a peaceful and humane culture. In line with Atatürk's principle of peace at home, peace in the world, it is emphasized that society has a strong military tradition and a worldview that values universal peace. Location, area, and features of Anıtkabir. Anıtkabir is located on a high hill called Rasattepe in Çankaya district of Ankara, the capital of Turkey. Thanks to its location, the monument can be seen from many points in Ankara and commands a magnificent view of the city. Anıtkabir is not just a building, but a monumental complex covering a large area, and its surroundings offer a peaceful and tranquil environment, far from the noise of the city. Barış Parkı, which surrounds the memorial area, was created with trees and plants brought from different cities in Turkey and around the world. This park symbolized Atatürk's principle of peace at home, peace in the world. The Lion Road, which visitors walk along as they approach the monument, evokes a sense of respect and solemnity with the lion statues on either side. The space placement of the road stones ensures a slow and conscious walk. The simple yet powerful architecture of Anıtkabir reflects the permanence and the seriousness of the Republic. The panoramic view of Ankara can be seen from its terraces, offering a particularly impressive sight at sunset. With its historical and spiritual value, Anıtkabir is one of Turkey's most important monuments in terms of both aesthetics and meaning. The reliefs of Anıtkabir were created to immortalize through an artistic language the epic journey of the Turkish nation from captivity to full independence. While the war scenes emphasize that the War of Independence was not merely a military success, but an existential struggle won through the collective resistance of the people, the reliefs with themes of peace symbolize Atatürk's principle of peace at home, peace in the world, and civilization, ideal built by the Republic. The main purpose of this work is to remind visitors of the hardships through which independence was achieved and to pass on to future generations the fundamental values upon which modern Turkey is founded, such as freedom, justice, and peace, as visual historical documents. Zühtü Miridoğlu is one of the most important representatives of Republican-era Turkish sculpture. He was born in Istanbul and was educated at the Academy of Fine Arts. He was one of the pioneers of modern and abstract sculpture in Turkey. He masterfully used materials such as stone, bronze, and wood. He played a role in establishment of Istanbul Painting and Sculpture Museum and trained many artists through his long career as an academic. He is known for his monument sculptures and works that simplify the human figure. In short, he is one of the pioneering artists who carried Turkish sculpture into a contemporary direction.